This is like my third attempt at doing an intro, so here we go, third time's a charm. What up, my beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. It's Keara. If you're new here, welcome. It's lovely to see you. Make sure you subscribe now that you're here, and like this video if you want to see more content like this. You know the drill. I always forget to put this at the beginning of my videos, so I'm saying it now. Subscribe, like, comment, blah, you know, all the good stuff. Before I scrap another intro, let's just continue with the intro before I get too crazy. This is a little educational video, and I'm your teacher, Miss Graves. And today we're going to be talking about how to be a respectful straight ally. And before you assume, no, I'm not straight. And that goes into my first point. A lot of heterosexual people just assume that everyone's straight, and that's it. Or they make a lot of other assumptions about people based on stereotypes, which aren't true. Just in general, assuming people's identities is something that you should just not do. If you are genuinely unsure of someone's pronouns, just ask them. I don't think it's gonna offend them. Usually people are really happy when you ask for the pronouns because it's like, oh, this person's, you know, trying to make an effort to be respectful and, you know, treat me equally. There's no harm in asking. And then you know. That's my first tip, is just don't assume people's identities and just don't assume that everyone's straight, because not everyone's straight. Oh, the next one's really important. If you hear people around you saying gay slurs, for example, the most common one I hear still on a day-to-day basis is,
"You're so gay," or like, "Stop being so gay," or like, "That's gay."
If you hear that kind of thing, please tell people, hey, that's actually not okay to say. Even if you're not LGBT, say it, especially if you're not LGBT. And half the time these people don't even know that what they're saying is offensive. So honestly, you just have to not be a bystander and speak up when you hear derogatory slurs being thrown around. I actually have a little story about this. So this was probably last year. I was working on a film with some people, and I was in the car with I think 3 other people, and they were all straight. One of the people in the car said, they were just talking about something, and they said, yeah, like, it was just so gay. Excuse my language, I'll bleep that out. But the whole like group kind of laughed at the joke because what he was saying was like supposed to be funny. And I was just like, excuse me, did you just say that's so gay? Please don't say that in the future. Don't use gay as an insult, because it's not, and it's a derogatory term if you use it in that manner. So please don't. And they were genuinely like, oh, no one's ever told me that before. Half these people don't even know what they're saying. So if you just bring it up to them, usually they'll be like, okay, like, cool, sorry, I didn't know. That person that said the derogatory slur was like, oh, okay, like, sorry, I didn't know that that was wrong to say. Oh, if you're an artist of some sort, or a content creator, or a filmmaker, include LGBTQ+ characters in your projects. The media needs more LGBTQ+ representation, especially in TV shows and movies, and I know there's definitely starting to be a lot more, but half the time there's still stereotypes and they're just being misrepresented, even if they are being represented. Include LGBTQ+ characters if you're writing like a series or a movie or a short film. And it doesn't have to be about them being LGBT. Just include some diversity, you know? Growing up, it was really hard because I couldn't really identify with anyone that I was seeing on the TV or, you know, in the media. There just wasn't a lot of LGBT people in the media. So I was like, oh, like, I feel like such a loner. Like, I don't have anyone to relate to. I feel like a weirdo. I feel like I'm alone in this world of heterosexuality. Anyway, long story short, include LGBT representation in your creative endeavors. Don't be afraid to talk about LGBTQ+ issues in friend groups or around your family, especially family members who are all heterosexual. Don't be afraid to talk about it. Just be open about it. Like, bring it up casually. Start introducing that kind of dialogue in a family setting or in your friend group in a respectful way, because then it gets people used to like the fact that yes, there are a lot of LGBTQ plus people in this world, and they are just as equal as heterosexual people, and it's not taboo to talk about. It's not like awkward to talk about. I know a lot of people who just don't talk about that kind of thing because it's like touchy and it's, you know, controversial. So just don't be afraid to open up a dialogue. Support LGBTQ plus nonprofits or organizations or events or causes. Donate to, you know, an LGBT homeless youth shelter or something like that. Be open to providing your services and your time and your money for, you know, LGBTQ plus causes, because if it's just us minorities supporting our minority group, we're still the minority group and we still need support from the general public. If you're heterosexual and you're thinking of supporting a worthy cause, maybe see if there's like a homeless LGBTQ plus youth shelter in your city and donate some clothes, like donate some money, I don't know. A ridiculous amount of LGBTQ plus youth get kicked out by their parents when they come out, and that is why there's LGBT youth shelters, and it's really sad that there has to be that, but it does happen. So since it happens, support. Another thing, educate yourself and inform yourself. You're doing this right now because you're watching this video. Be open-minded and listen to other people's stories. Put yourself in the shoes of an LGBT person. Read a book. A really good book to read is Boy Erased. It's actually now a film. It's really sad but true, and it talks about, it's a true story about this boy who was forced into a gay conversion therapy program. It's really sad, but unfortunately that kind of thing still goes on today in many areas of the world. Learn about the queer experience and be open-minded. If there's a term that you hear that you're not sure what it is, Google it, look it up, you know? If there's an identity that you're not sure what it is, you hear it somewhere and you're like, oh, I don't know what that is, I've never heard that before. Google it. Learn more about LGBT-ness. LGBT-ness? Educate and inform, folks. A lot of heterosexual people do have prejudice against LGBT people and bias, and maybe they don't even know it. I'm not saying that all heterosexual people have that, but quite a few do, and some people don't even realize that they have that prejudice toward LGBT people. And if you do, don't ignore it, address it, question it. Not all of your beliefs are rooted in like what you truly feel. Not all of your beliefs in your head are the truth. Anyway, so if you feel like you might have a little bit of prejudice toward LGBT people, address it and try and fix it, you know, try and change it, realize where that may have rooted from, and write a new belief. There's a bunch of statistics I found online, and while I was reading them, I got very emotional. 62% of LGBT employees have heard gay jokes in the workplace, and 40% have heard transgender jokes in the workplace. Like, for those of you who think that homophobia doesn't exist anymore, you're very wrong. This is a recent statistic. I think it's like 2018, a 2018 statistic. 1/5 of LGBTQ plus Americans have experienced discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identity when applying for jobs. Also, a group within the LGBT community, queer people of color, experience a lot more discrimination sometimes than white LGBTQ plus people. Be open to that. There's this statistic that says LGBTQ people of color are more likely to experience this type of discrimination when applying for jobs. It's messed up. That's why I think this is an important video to make, because little by little, learning more, being exposed to more, the world will be more tolerant and accepting. Share this to as many platforms as you can, because more people need to know these things. It's not a common thing that people talk about. You don't get to hear a lot of LGBT voices being promoted, especially in the media. I mean, there's definitely more now, but I'm so happy that as a LGBT person, I have this platform and I can speak to a lot of people on here. So share this video if you know anyone who would benefit from this. It's really, really important, and thank you for listening this far. But I really hope this video helped you. If it did, comment below, let me know, and comment below more video ideas, because I really want to post more than once a week. Because this one I'm posting on Friday. Yeah, this should be Friday. I can't wait to see you in my next video.